All-Star Mile?
Not the All-Star.
There's only one All-Star wins the All-Stars.
That's the bright side.
Yeah. Too far for the blood, I think. That extra 200 metres, the Thunderstruck's going to be just licking its fucking thunderous lips.
He's only won, 3 Group 1s past.
Yeah, but not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Thunder's going to get him.
2 Group 1 miles and a fucking 1800.
It's almost got the same record as
But in saying that, Mooney Valley will fuck it. If Blood gets into his positive
This says
position,
403 forbidden, this link.
Punt Club have pulled the pin.
Walks the only one that he works for.
We're going to have to try and
I'm
sign for all the money through text.
I'm the chosen one.
Yep. Everyone fire up a baggy bet account.
Bang bet.
Baggy bet.
No, we'll get Mug, get Swift bet.
No, this link works for me, but it comes up as...
Did anyone just load up on the line
Yeah, why?
just by itself?
No. Why?
Well, that's obviously it's fucking good start.
What an early crow. Anyone get the line? Look. They've won.
5.5 tip.
What are they plus? What are they plus 4.5? Minus 4.5.
Yeah, or 4.5 line. That'd actually, if you were a bookie, have like whatever you set the line at, you make it like a promo. Like if they cover the line at any point in the game, get paid out as a winner.
Yeah, well, it was
Yeah,
the
they do
same-
that all the time.
They used to do.
They've had that before.
No, they used to do the. What was the one where?
Oh, 2 tries up.
If you,
Stuff like that.
if you do a first try score, but he doesn't score first, but scores in the first half, you get your bet money
Yeah,
back.
but like they never do the line. It's always like if you lead at half time.
Yeah.
But I reckon like if you cover your line at any point in the match, money.
There used to be one that they'd pay you out if something to do, like if you scored the first try.
Was that points bet, wasn't it? Points
What
bet,
was
yeah.
that?
If you win at half time or something, you
Broken
win.
jaw.
Motherfucker, Lewis.
You got up there.
That was Lewis.
I tell you what,
Oh,
should I go get the
Costa gear. Oh.
You'll be sitting on the same fucking track. Oh, hoodie on. Yeah. You know what he also? I reckon I get a Gold Coast Turf Club every year. He's had the tickets for like 2 years, like the cards. Like he goes, I can't borrow one. Never had it back.
Oh my god. That one looks.
All
Like,
right, you just want to just have a quick look at that. What do you reckon that for a view for live tomorrow?
I can't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
I reckon that's good, hey?
Yeah. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
oh my god.
That's
That,
slow. You're still sitting down. You haven't got up yet. You haven't got up yet. You haven't got
that
up
big
yet.
one.
There you go.
Is that the lag?
That's me. There's 2 XXLs in there, right?
no, 2XL.
That's what I want.
What's this one? 2XL.
Oh, yeah, oh, wow.
Did you?
No, that's
4XL.
That's me. That's me.
No,
That won't fit you.
Yeah, I want to swim in it, bro.
That's the polo I've got. Great golf
Huh?
shirt.
It's a polo.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect golf
That
shirt.
is a good golf shirt. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
The only bad thing about it is this fluff sort of like comes off.
Yeah, right.
He knows because he's wearing your. And it's too big for me to just see it now. You're not going to be able to take that anyway, mate.
I'll somehow get the cunt on there. I've got 22 kilos of free luggage. I just got to buy another suitcase. Don't I?
Yeah, you do. You do.
Just take a Woolies bag and check it.
You gotta check it in.
It'll fit in Wok's bag. Wok's got plenty of room in that.
You both come from Newey.
Sydney. I had to travel down the coast.
How long's that drive?
Trained
I,
it.
I drove to Wok's and then we trained it from his. Yeah, about an
Yeah,
hour drive and an
yeah.
hour and
This
20.
is 4XL.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good.
Actually fits
You know
alright.
what? I'll keep it.
No, it fits good.
We can match. I got that same shirt.
This is the one they said. Yeah. Like, remember the puffer jackets and stuff that he had there?
So much shit.
Like, so he just had it.
Yeah. Was that like his last race day when they had
Yeah, that was
That big one, the big celebration.
You got bloody rained out.
The Michael Costa race in the last.
Yeah. Did he won the race, didn't he?
No, he got rained out the last race.
How's he going over there?
It was a leg up cut. That was it.
Yeah, and Noel won it.
Yeah, not Carlo.
Oh.
His daughter's riding up here now, apparently. Yeah. Apparently.
I heard that.
She's come up for me.
Is she a solid?
No.
She's like, she looks shit with racing gear on, without racing gear. It's like,
Like nude. Oh, nothing on? She looks great. That's what you want, mate. Oh, we're live.
I really like that, bud.
Let's. How about we let's get cracking.
Okay.
What are you doing tomorrow? Want to swing past? I haven't opened it up. I saw that fucking Showgirls chat going, but is Hendo here?
He's trying to.
He's messaged us, yeah.
I tried to. I don't really understand what he was trying
He wanted to do it. He wanted to do a Sunday sesh. He messaged us.
Did he
Said
just
he
get,
wanted to do
did he just
Sunday
get
sesh.
smashed?
I don't fucking.
He just dropped it.
Was it game 3 last year? Origin. I had first try score. My one bet for the Punters Club was like, it was like $50 on him. I can't remember. It was like 40s or 30s or something. Was his
First try score, they usually like they'd be 30s.
Yeah,
a
it was
game like
huge.
that.
Yeah,
man.
big, yeah.
Yeah.
Like for someone that
Fucking,
never
I remember
scores.
when the year that Melbourne won their last premiership, who did they beat? They beat Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah. I had
that was-
Justin Olam first try score. It's $17.
So
About,
good.
about a centre.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
He's
hard.
a freak though.
Yeah.
He's coming back, isn't he? Isn't he coming
back
back
this
Yeah,
weekend,
it's good.
yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah. He's like 3 weeks sooner.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's do it, boys.
All right.
Okay, so keep an inch, like your lips an inch away from the mics. DJC. There's no PowerPoint behind you, is there?
Why is that caught in the
Do
way?
you need that? Like, do you have, yeah. I
That.
feel like you, yeah.
We're not doing form, are we, but? Or are we're just talking about
I'm just having a chat.
Yeah.
Just talk about what you're liking.
Yeah, like we don't need to
A very casual thing. I'll read out any comments.
I'm liking the sound of any food at the moment.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna
The whole
quickly
cow.
jump
I
on.
can't wait. Bowl. We need ones that like hang.
Yeah, them
Those
ones.
can hang. You just gotta.
Have you seen those dudes on TikTok that fucking do it? The two black dudes, and they fucking have the hood, and they're just like, can rap the songs. It's so
How do I
good.
just hold it like that? Bar. Oh.
Okay, the camera's up there as well. Like, if you want to fucking say so.
Shout
There's
out
that
to
dog.
I'm gonna shout out to my.
There's the dog that lives here.
Like the office, like where you're talking, blah blah blah, and then just like straight down the
Yeah,
barrel.
the
like,
camera.
Yeah, that's what we got to go. I like that. That's a good idea. All right, well, give me a little chat on
Oh.
Hello, Woodhead. Can you hear me?
your. Yeah, keep going.
Speak normally,
Hey,
though.
mate.
You don't need to whisper into it, just even though it's close.
Yeah,
Just
still
talk normal.
Just still talk
yeah.
normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tigers are the greatest team in the NRL right now.
I said normally.
Oh, we
not-
lost you. We lost you. Fucking roadcast
Lost in
started
translation.
smoking. Started smoking. DJC, can you give us some stuff, mate? What's going on in the footy?
Not too much, mate. The old Dolphins are 6 up to the Knights at Newcastle Stadium. How's that sound?
Yeah, good.
How's the old metric inch over there at DJC?
What inch we on?
Huh?
Oh, you mean inch? Move a bit closer and point it at you. This one you point right at you.
Inch or a meter?
Yeah, and
How's
just
that sound, mate?
point it down a touch more. So it's pointing at
Hey.
you now. There you go.
How's that sound, mate? Much better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
fuck yeah.
Hashtag.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It was actually picking up not bad before, but as soon as you talk to me or WOK, we're not going to catch you. So yeah, that's just keep that in your mind. Like
Freedom of movement here.
we need the. It'd be great if the wireless goes had 4. That'd be so sick.
If they didn't follow everything you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll get there.
All right, let's go live. All right, going live on Facebook. What's going on at
Learning to fly wins it.
YouTube land?
I reckon tomorrow's going to be in for a big call. I reckon Darren Flindell's just going to pull something out. Yeah. Like one of the races, I've just got a feeling.
He's just going to break into Tom Petty.
Oh, gamble.
That's a big don't argue.
Oh, that fucking line's gone.
Watch the swearing too, because they will
I'll
bump
ban
us.
us.
Who,
Yeah.
Punt Hub?
What?
Who, Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there
I
goes,
got banned for calling someone a rat. Nearly.
there goes half of my routine.
And I was Zaki.
I know. I actually meant to say that about tomorrow. I'm going to be careful with the swearing. What's happening here?
had to be offside then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gee, that's a great attempt from the fullback.
He got there very quickly.
He's baking his Subaru.
I hope.
That's the
He's having fun doing Joey's again.
Right in front of the
That
cop
is
shop.
terrible
Yeah.
from the hammer. Fucking hell.
Surely he jumped.
All right, we are live now. I think we're live. Anyone out there want to say hello? We've got a comment going, something.
Hello.
Hello. It is so friggin' hot.
It's so hot.
Yep, and I think as soon as WOK and DJC walked into the venue, it got a little
Got hot,
Yeah.
didn't it? It really
got
did.
hotter.
It really did. Brad Small, how are you, legend?
Brad Small loves our live streams.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
champion.
a good follower, right?
He's a
champion,
champion.
yeah.
Man. No, he is a dead set champion. And can find a winner too.
Yeah.
He's actually
them.
tipped a few in
Yep.
the comments of the lives and stuff like
Yep.
that. Where do you live, Brad? Be good if he was on the coast. You could swing past. We're currently we're going to jump on a live. We have jumped on a live stream now. We're going to talk about a few of the Group 1 races tomorrow. We're going to talk about give gamble pongers money. Oh, I think he's talking about, we must have gone live. Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
go-
agree.
Wouldn't go that far.
So what's Ponga happen? What happens to Ponga now? Like he goes into 11-day protocol, but like I think he had 4 concussions last year.
I think he's had 4 in the last 10 months. I think they've said. So
It's not good,
I
man.
think a similar thing happened to Luke Keary, and he had to spend almost 6 months on the sideline.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely looking that way for Ponga. But the rules are just going to get more and more.
Just scary for the club because he's the marquee man.
Yeah, I
Big
know.
Money, you know.
It's
like,
hey, Jason, mate. We're with you. Well, actually, DJC's not. But yeah, give Gamble Pongers money. I reckon he's fantastic. And he's in their face too, isn't he? Yeah. He stood over. What did he? Someone slipped over. Who did he stood over someone that got a cramp.
Adam Dooley.
that on Sunday.
He got a cramp and he stood over him. I'm like, yes, that's the way. Brad Small's in Young,
Young.
fellas, New South Wales.
Wow.
Mate, we'd love you to come up to HQ. Mug Punter wrote, who cares, just talk racing. We love you, Mug. I can't wait till he's sitting on this couch. So we've got a bit to get through. We've got a fair few Group 1 races to get through tomorrow. We'll have a bit of a chat about them and nothing kind of set in stone, but we've really got to, before we kind of get into it, fellas, if you haven't joined the Golden Slipper Punters Club, get involved. We've been going, we've had this promoted out there for a while. We've had, come on, Dom. No, don't give it.
Don't give. Why is he giving?
Well, don't give it. We are all on Dom Young to score here. So if you haven't got involved with the Golden Slipper Punters Club, do yourself a favour. Get involved with it.
That is
$100 shares. How many players we got tomorrow?
I would say we've got about 220,
Yeah, beauty.
maybe a bit more.
yeah,
Actually,
beauty.
probably actually close to 275 now.
Yeah, okay.
They've come in thick and fast. I'm just trying to work out what I've redistributed and
Yeah, we've had for anyone that's in the club and not totally going to, we've gone with Punt Club to give us a hand with this Punters Club. We've had quite a bit of a spanner thrown in the works fairly late this week. Nick
Talk
hasn't
about
slept.
timing.
I wish I could, in fact, without moving that car, I'd love to take it into the garage because Nick's actually got his swag set up in there because he's working that hard on this frigging Punters Club. But I can't wait. It's going to be such a fun day.
Yeah.
Boys, you flew up this morning. How was that? How was that getting up early, realising you're just about to embark on a big weekend on the punt and having a few beers and stuff like that? How was that?
Mate, I think it's a lot different waking up early for something like this and waking up for work.
Yeah.
I got up pretty early, drove straight up to the Central Coast to meet up with WOK, and then from there, mate, we jumped on the train and straight to the airport, and that was it, mate. Couple of beers at the airport, done a bit of form, hour flight, and here we are, mate. Been at HQ now for a couple of hours. It's unreal. You boys have done an amazing job, and it's just unreal to be here, and can't wait for tomorrow.
What do you reckon of the joint? What do you reckon?
Oh, it's unreal. Yeah, so good. It's like DJC was saying before, like it's so good to, see the company and the Leg Up brand grow. So
Yeah.
It's
We've got a good little home here now.
yeah, it's unreal.
If we do nothing more than what we're doing right now, I'm happy because we've got aircon, we've got the footy on, we've got about half a dozen TVs here. Lewis is just off camera. Hey, Louis, mate, thanks for popping in. Louis is a member, he's local. Yeah, I know. The aircon was
Yeah.
working, but now we've got five
it's
men
sort
in
of like
here. It seems to have.
Number of photos. Oh, here we go. Tyson Gamble's
He's
got
done.
a cramp here. They might stand over. the
Stand
top.
over him.
Give it
Stand
to
over
Give
him.
it to him. Or
HIA.
he's busted a nut.
Okay, so I'm going to estimate, fellas, that we're going to have, I think, 40,000 in the kit tomorrow. We've got to talk about how you want to tackle these races, what you want to do. I think we should. I personally liked the concept of throwing the vote out to the punters as well,
Yeah.
which we've run a lot of punters clubs like that. Obviously, this one's not about that. It's about you two finding the winners and things like that. But I think we should have some voting races. What do you think of doing the quaddies? Have we got the job form out actually?
Not out, but it's certainly there and ready to go. So we've gone. What we've decided to do is, because the concept of the All-Star Mile, of course, Woodhead, is the punters out there vote for their favourite horse.
Yeah.
So we've gone, you know what? Let's make it that the All-Star Mile is the race that the punters vote
That's
for.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's great.
So that'll be a race that we're going to, I think it'll be sort of 3 units, if you want to call it that. Spend on the race, DJC will spend 1 unit, WOK will spend 1 unit.
Yeah.
And then the most voted for horse will get the other unit. So there'll be that, and then there's also going to be the quaddie. So you'll be able to vote for 1 horse in each leg of the Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne quaddie.
And the All-Star Mile.
Yeah, and we'll work out sort of what how many legs we want to take. We might take 4 in each, and
Yeah, well, I'd say we'd be able to.
we'll be able to juice it up a bit.
Yeah, I'd say we'd be able to dedicate probably $2,000 to
I'd
each
say
quaddie.
so, yeah. So I don't think there's going to be any issue of sort of having, you know, if we're spending $2,000, it's not like we're going to end up with 50% of the quaddie. Like we're going to have at least 3 or 4.
I think the
Times.
last punters club that we did and we won. I think we had it like 8.5 times.
8.5 times. I
Yeah,
think
it
it
was very good.
The
That's
Jumbuck.
The
Jumbuck.
That's probably
Shout
the
out to
fourth.
everyone from the punters club. You know who I'm talking to. Love you to Jumbuck.
Hey, I tell you what, we've got Lonhro, Mackay Diva, Kingston Town,
Yeah.
Mighty Power. We don't have Jumbuck.
We need a Jumbuck.
We
up
needed
here.
a Jumbuck.
We need him up
He
there.
needs pride of place, I think.
That would be
Maybe
great.
bang
That
up
was
here.
phenomenal,
So-
hey?
Yeah.
Don't
That
touch
was
the wall.
fantastic. I know, I just burnt my hands.
The sun beats down on this side of the building, and the wall and this nice hot thing is boiling.
Yeah. But yeah, so the link, DJC, you've got your laptop there. You might even be able to put that link in the. Can we put it in the comments? Or
Yeah, I've pinned it into the comments. If
the,
someone
but
wants
the link for the jot form.
yeah.
I just don't have my phone with me. I said.
Actually, you know what? No, because
No?
anyone can go in on that one.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
wait.
so we'll put it into the messages, into the chat, so you guys that have paid can vote
Yep.
on
Yep.
your things. Yeah.
If they don't have a Ladbrokes account, probably just important to note.
Yes, so you
This
have to
one,
have a
yeah.
Ladbrokes account. You have to be linked with Punt Club. There's just a few kind of things we needed to clean up,
Yeah.
kind of compliance wise, and
It's
and
a-
we withdrew last time, so we're gonna move, withdraw and move on.
That's right.
All right, fellas, what races do you want to talk about? We don't have to go through all. Let's not go through the All-Star Mile.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit of a, not suit, but we want the punters to kind of
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
their say on
sure,
that. I
that's
wouldn't
right.
want to be going.
I'd hate to convince you otherwise.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, do you want to start straight off with the slipper? Come on,
Let's go
tell me.
hard.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go
do it.
slipper. Let's go slipper, then George Ryder, and see how we're going for time because we are out for dinner. Was that Dom?
No, he set it up.
Oh, did
Tapped it back.
Wish.
I thought he dropped it myself.
Yeah, it looked
but
like
He dropped it.
I reckon this will go upstairs.
Yes, please. All right, let's get into the slipper. Let's have a look at this market. Can we talk about futures bets as well? What futures bets? You'd have half a dozen in there.
I've actually got 2, but they're both they're good.
I haven't got any good futures
I heard
bets.
that on the TLU Sports podcast. If you wanna have a listen and take the piss out of someone that's just like all-time degenerate, go and listen to Woodhead talk about his Golden Slipper Punters Club, his futures, I should say.
I pray to the unders god.
And you know what? To be fair, I've been praying to the overs god for the last month, and he's royally screwed me. So
Yeah.
the unders god could be the.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good having the price. It's got to win.
That's right. I like to put in the spreadsheet. It's a win if I've beat an SP. But I tell you
But
what,
it's not.
There's not much money in the bank
Not
account.
good for the bank account, no.
That's right. It's good for the ego, but apart from that, nothing.
What about that futures bet? Would me, you, and Pat had? You
Honeypot.
Yeah.
Oh, good old honeypot.
Oh, what a germ.
You were so. I don't think you'd ever had. We got Pat and I convinced DJC to go into a punters club with us,
Yep.
and it was DJC's very
Honeypot
very.
or Outback Barbie?
No, it was honeypot.
Same colours, wasn't it?
Didn't even
And,
run. Didn't even run.
Didn't no, it was all in.
Like Magic
And we'd
Millions
like
or something,
convinced
wasn't
DJC to like kind of put up more than what he would usually bet on a whole Saturday for this punters club. And anyway, it was to get to Magic Millions. By the way, did you ever thank us for getting in that? Because you fucking got paid following me and Paddy, didn't you?
We did, mate. And I think one of the greyhounds that actually got us over the thing that we needed to, the sum was the Vortex, wasn't it?
I was the Vortex as well. Bend the knee. I
Bend the
tipped
knee.
Bend the knee at 10 to 1. I think that was the last winner I backed. That was 2 Magic Millions ago. 3, I think. And yeah, I got you in on Honeypot. Jeez, you were filthy about that. So wait, we don't get our money back. No, it's just done. Brandon Pope, how are you, mate? Let's get it. We're really pumped for tomorrow. Cylinder is our current favourite. He's currently $4 with Ned, seemingly the best price. Boombet's got Learning to Fly at the best price at $6.60. King's Gambit, $10. Don Corleone, $10.20. Red Resistance, Little Bros, Still City, 17. Shinzo's out to 18. Where do you want to start? So what bets have you got going into this, Nick?
I'm on King's Gambit at $15, and I'm on Learning to Fly at $41.
Oh God, that's a beautiful
Yeah, that's
bet.
unbelievable.
That's a
all right.
great bet.
That's really
That'll pay. But
Oh, if he wins.
if it wins,
Yes.
yeah. No, it's already in the spreadsheet. Tick.
Yeah.
beat starting price. Happy days. See you next year. So they're the two that I'm on. I think they're both live chances. A lot of the times, I think if you ever have futures bets, I have a lot of them, but sometimes you'll sort of get to the day and you'll go, oh, I've sort of gone cold on it.
Yeah.
These are two that I haven't. Like,
It's good.
still pretty
Yeah.
confident that I'm on the right two horses. Cylinder, I think Gav, he's on Cylinder at 50s. He did send a message into the group chat too and said, get on this.
Did he?
Yeah, he
if it-
did.
He said, if it wins.
I've got to unmute that chat. I'm in with you guys.
Yeah.
Just
I think his
fucking
message,
ticks over.
and this is probably like a little bit of my fault too. His message was something like, what price will Cylinder be if it comes out and beats King's Gambit tomorrow? It's $51 now with Ladbrokes. And I just wrote back, what price will it be if it gets beaten by 6? And sure enough, it comes out and beats King's Gambit. So I'm like, oh, well, that's my fault. I've only got myself to blame. But boys, any futures bets?
Mate, I'll be on Cylinder at whatever it jump, probably half an hour before it jumps tomorrow.
You bet very similar to our good friend Patrick Allendorf.
Yeah, I
You're waiting until it gets shorter and shorter. $2.20, bang.
Yeah, load up.
never been a big futures better, and the one time I did do it, Sam absolutely screwed us over. Didn't even jump in the race. So I do want to kind of get more involved in it, because some of these bets that the boys have got, like Cylinder at $51 is a ridiculous price. Learning to Fly, would you say 40s?
Yeah.
Like that's unreal. So it's something that I definitely want to touch base on. In the future, I guess, as you could say. But
Part of the pun, DJ said.
yeah, but unfortunately, no pending bets going into tomorrow. So
I'm all over Learning to Fly. I took 770 yesterday. Quite happy with that. Lloydie and I were talking before we came on air, and I was talking about how Lloydie picked her at one of the first trials, and she looks like a 3-year-old colt. She's huge. They paid good money for her. Coolmore are going for their first Golden Slipper. So
900,000.
yeah, 900k. So great breeding. Yeah,
Out
she
of a
won the
great
Ferrari.
family.
Yeah, great family. Annabelle's driving around on the Ferrari. So yeah, I think she's done nothing wrong. I think she's a great chance tomorrow. So
What did I miss there with the Ferrari thing? She win a Ferrari.
Yeah, it was the first
Yeah, the incentivised
first
thing.
horse out of by Justify to win a $1 million race or a Group 1 or $1 million race, and she did it. So Annabelle's in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because Justify stands at Coolmore, so it was a Coolmore
initiative, wasn't
initiative
it? Yeah.
to offer up the Ferrari, and Coolmore also own Learning to Fly. So Coolmore have won the Ferrari offered by themselves. But I think Tom Magnier sort of said, "Oh well, I won't be able to have it," and it was whoever the stud manager in Australia was. He said, "Oh no, I think I'll give it to Annabelle can drive it." So
Because
I don't know.
Justify was the Kentucky Derby winner, wasn't
yeah, I
it?
think he won the.
So I actually heard, well, Imagine if she went over. I don't know if they'd ever do it, but imagine
I didn't
if
mean
she
to hit
went
that
over there
button. Keep going.
and won the
You guys
Kentucky
didn't hear
Derby. But
I
yeah.
just buzzed. I just buzzed your WhatsApp.
Oh no! I'm over the 45 seconds.
My thumb hit it. It's
Sorry,
so
boys.
sensitive.
Super crowd winners. Like it's
shut
Golden
up.
Slipper Day. Shut up, boy.
It was a timely buzz, to be honest with you.
Move on, boys.
Didn't need to know Annabelle's medical record.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do the whole history of the Kentucky
You know
Derby.
who
if
else
you want,
Annabelle
Bob.
Neesham trains for the bingo players at home? Sunshine in Paris.
Oh,
Ding.
yeah, the Jumbuck, Sunshine in Paris. We're gonna have a few of these horses.
This is actually this like leg up HQ is going to be renamed, I think, to the Sunshine in Paris bar.
As long as the sun doesn't shine on this wall,
Oh,
because it's
mate,
that friggin' hot in here.
I'm telling you, the
I was
sunshine.
gonna ask Lloydie.
Have I back to win it then? Since no.
No, can you get Annabelle? Can you get an interview with Annabelle? I'd love to.
Well,
I can get that.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Definitely.
awesome.
mate, I'm full of interviews at the moment.
Yeah, that's
JD.
what I'm saying.
You got
You're
him
in the
coming. You
moment.
got
You got everyone.
So how was JD?
Oh, mate, JD Hayes.
haven't had a chance
Him
to
and I
listen
hit
to
it
it
off like long lost best mates.
Were ya?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, we've got a horse that so Tommy Smith, who trains up in Rocky, very good mate of mine. I grew up with him.
Where?
Rocky form.
Rocky?
Rocky.
Yep.
It's just north
Yeah,
of
fucking.
Toowoomba.
Yeah, oh, a little bit. further.
I'm just people not from Queensland
right.
don't care. These
Yeah,
guys.
it's south of Port Douglas because
Yes.
apparently everyone in Melbourne knows where Port Douglas is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So a long way south. But yeah, JD messaged Tom and said, "We're putting this horse on Inglis next week. You should buy it because it'll win plenty of races." And the sun probably not doing it much justice. That is the sunshine in Paris. Bang on the camera. But yeah, I sort of just said, "Oh, you know Tommy Smith and whatnot." He goes, "Oh, did you buy that horse that we sent up there, the Nakoni filly?" He goes, "Yeah, you'll win 4 or 5 races with her." So.
That's awesome.
Yep, but he was good. That full chat is up on members only now. If you want to get the rundown on all of their runners this weekend, they got 3 in the All-Star Mile, 2 in the Slipper.
Yeah, massive.
Lady of Honour.
Could be a big day for them tomorrow.
Could be a big day.
Actually,
Well,
how
JD,
How did his one at Sale go today? Did it run?
I don't know.
He had one. Yeah, I think
I
he had
forgot,
one.
I forgot to ask if I'm honest with you.
What was the horse? What
Oh, he's
did-
won at
first up,
Sale.
wasn't
You
it?
didn't
No, the one that DJC wanted me to ask. The one that, yeah, no.
ask him about his thing at Sale on Friday. Not All-Star Mile or
what
Golden
was it
Slipper.
called?
Yeah,
It was first up, wasn't
me.
it? Yeah.
Oh, was it short?
Oh, it's pretty.
An Amiro or something like that?
No.
But anyway, yeah, that podcast is out.
Yeah, great listen.
Great listen, there you
Yeah,
go.
really
Thanks,
good.
Rock. And then the full chat in members. So we're trying to do that every week now.
Yeah.
Get a new, a different trainer or a jockey. Doesn't have to be a trainer or a jockey if you're a racing participant that can give us enough info about a few horses one weekend. Reach out.
Yeah, give us something. Give us something.
Like, I was going to reach out. There's his name's, I think it's Dave Camilleri. He's alligator blood.
Oh, is he
strapper.
the? Oh,
No.
I was thinking Joe Camilleri, the guitar player.
He straps alligator
Too young.
blood.
All of us is too young for that one. Anyone watching that knows what I'm talking about.
But anyway, he straps alligator blood. And I thought, he'd be a good one to get on. But then I thought, you know what? He can only talk about one horse. So, as much as a good chat it might be, it's a little bit useless too.
Yeah,
So,
short one.
yeah,
Probably
exactly.
a short one.
So I thought, you know what? We'll go to the top. We'll get someone that's got 3 runners in the All-Star Mile, and here we are. So, yeah.
Brandon has a ticket on Shinzo, Cylinder Platinum, Jubilee, and Learning to Fly to run top 4 with him. Dave McCullough's liking Cylinder, Barber, Red Resistant, King's Gambit. I have Shinzo, Red Resistant, Still City, all at unders to what they are now. So if they win, they win. But I've had good bets on them, which is the most important thing.
Ooh, knock on.
Gamble irresponsibly.
Came forth. Everglade.
Gamble responsibly.
That was the horse.
Okay, where do you want to head next? Do you want to go to the? So do you want to have a tip in these races, boys? What do you want to do?
Learning to
Or are
fly
you
from
still
here.
learning to fly
Yep.
for you? You've got Cylinders on top, DJC.
Yeah, mate, I think it's an absolute cracking race. You could almost make a case for 10 horses. You got Cylinder learning to fly. We haven't put a foot wrong the last couple
Back 'em.
of starts.
If you're out there in the Punters Club,
got-
get ready because we're having $20 on the field.
You got Steel City, who, 2 starts ago, you could say had no luck, and then it's come out and absolutely brained them last start. King's Gambit recent trial was phenomenal. I really struggled to split cylinder and learning to fly. But I think J-Mac is just that little bit of extra, I guess, polish that's made me put cylinder on top.
Well, if we were to, as it plays right now, try not to burp in the mic.
The reflux from the
A little
goal.
bit of reflux from the Forex.
From the Mango Monster.
Yeah, no. What's the thing you gave me today?
Yeah, the Mango Monster.
Oh, I thought you meant these because they call these mangoes. Anyone that's listening, have you ever had a Monster energy drink?
Like, comment, share.
I reckon I had a third of a Monster. I feel like I've done a bag of coke. I'm off my head. I was going to pick the kids up from kindy, and I'm shaking. Music was blaring. I was loving it. But I'm back here, guys. I would dare say, we've got the best part of 20 hours between now and then. But if we were going to have a bet, we'd be having 1,000 on cylinder and 1,000 on learning to fly.
Yep.
Now, I think we should have another bet in that race.
Yeah, for sure.
And whatever that is, like whether that's something that we like here. What are you saying, Lewis? The 12. When you hold that up,
Well, unfortunately, Lewis has got no say.
blanc de blanc, he's going to 30 to 1 shot. Look, we might have another 1,000 on something we like, or maybe even a.
I said that like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I've been on it every start, and
And ever since then, it's been hitting the outside fence every race. So.
that's just
That is one of yours, isn't it, DJ?
Yeah, it hasn't drawn any better than I think 12 or 13 in barrier wise. Like it's ran 1K more than every other horse in the race. It's ridiculous.
Except the day learning to fly gave it Windberg.
Yeah.
What, one by half a head?
Just came from behind it.
Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah, but how fast it
They
got in
both made
front
the
of
same
that
run.
half head.
I think in that day, Blanc was like 3 wide. I think Learning to Fly was 2 wide.
Yeah,
It did have a better run, though.
100% it did. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you. Unfortunately, there's a microphone, so no one heard that. I'm glad he's on your side. Barber. We giving Barber a chance. Barber's getting thrown around in the comments a bit.
He's underrated. I heard Jay come talk through the week, and he said that he's a forgotten horse. If you can forgive him when he's running the Blue Diamond, if he can reproduce. But I had a dream last night, as I was telling you boys, that
Oh,
learning
yeah,
to
don't
fly
say that
won.
on here, bro. Oh, the
Yeah,
Golden
yeah,
Slipper
no,
dream.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank God.
Yeah, no, not another dream.
no.
Yeah, so learning to fly won, and I had a feeling that Cylinder, he's obviously in the market, but it's like Barber, he was in the market with the Blue Diamond. I feel like he's not going to run a race that everyone thinks he will. But that's just me throwing a big opinion out there.
I
Yeah,
had,
go
I had a
for it.
dream the other night too about racing. I've said this on the Mugs Punting podcast, but it was that.
Come on, he can't be plugging other. Has he
but
been
I'm
plugging the mugs on the other podcasts?
No, I haven't
Bloody
actually,
hell.
but I'm going to relay
gotta get the
it here,
mugs
so you
on.
don't even have to listen. Tell you right now.
But listen if you want. We love
Go
mugs.
over there. No.
And you know what I said the other night? You'll have to go tune in to find out.
www. But it was that both the Galaxy and the Golden Slipper were run on the same track at the same time with the same horses. So there was 30, like 30
Yeah,
horses
gotcha, 30
on the
runners,
track,
yeah.
But it was still like you were in your own race. So like if you're in the Golden Slipper, and
Oh, sorry, is this a dream?
this was a dream.
Oh, this is
Great
dream.
dream.
Okay, we go.
But it was King's Gambit and Remark, like 7 lengths in front of anything else in the last 100 to win. So it was my 2 big futures bets, like big collects, out in front, put 7 lengths on the rest of the field. A little bit like WOK. I didn't see Cylinder anywhere there. So basically, yeah, get in the
Well, lucky
queue.
dreams mean fuck all.
And that is a weird dream, but that does not surprise me at all. But that's what you dreamt about.
Yeah,
100%.
it was legit. Like it's like you can't come
live
up with
and
something.
breathe.
You can't script it.
Yeah, that's right.
I had a dream, but I can't talk about it. Involved Libby Hotwood.
Libby. You got to stop. You're
Head over
obsessing
to
about.
Woodhead.
They're going to have a. She's going to have an AVL against you. Let's do the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Let's do the
that was
Galaxy,
a good
and then we'll
idea,
piss off
yeah.
for dinner.
Yep.
Let everyone else have their dinner as well. And
Yep.
who's that? Oh, he's held it up.
Troy Miller.
Scored it.
Miller time,
Good
hey.
ref.
We don't
What
need-
price was Barber?
Barber.
17s, I think. 15,
Okay,
17.
yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me have
I
a look.
couldn't
Who's
have
got the
him
best?
anywhere near the same price that like Little Bros is though.
Yeah, nah, I agree.
Like Little Bros, I think's like the
He's got a lot
underrated
of
horse.
upside, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Little Bros is
Well, if you want that full chat, head over to
$12.20,
members only.
and Barber is 21. So
Okay,
it's half the
that's,
quote.
That's better. Yeah. I was thinking Barber was like $13.
No real need to touch on the George Ryder, is there?
No. We don't need to touch on that.
NMO by 4.
It's just how much we have in the bank and then
I reckon-
unloading 30,000
I
on
reckon
it.
it's me and Wok had a bit of a chat at the airport. I think it could be a Godolphin Quinella. In that
Well, we
race.
can have a go at the Quinella.
I think
Like, we can
Golden
bet this
Mile,
what
I
we
think
want.
Golden Mile will run a big race too.
Well, he's ready to go to.
I forget what
Donny.
I liked in that, outside of NMO.
Artorias.
Just
I
depends
might
how
have had him in for second, but
track plays. Hey,
yeah.
they're not making ground. You know, you can't fangirl on that out and stuff. if
Yeah,
they-
I think NMO will be outside the leader myself. But
yeah, he'll go forward for sure.
Rip in. G'day, Clint. How are you, mate? Rip in, boys. Michael Heckenberg. I've been watching for 2 minutes and haven't seen one vortex yet. Come on, bro. Welcome to Queensland.
Very good point.
It's a very good
Yeah,
point.
they breed them soft down south.
Oh, yeah.
Smash it on the microphone, I bet.
I'm going to buzz him if he doesn't. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. Oh, the equipment.
New
New shirt.
Time for a fourth t-shirt.
That went down that quick.
Fucking hell.
DJC has rolled in here. He's worn. So we have, anyone that's keen on our merch, we have 2 different types of shirts. One of them's like a heavy, like loose fitting tee. Very cool. Young kids like
very
these kind
good.
of shirts,
Yeah.
right, guys?
This is loose fitting.
He's worn the heavy set shirt on a 39-degree day on the coast. So he's walked
Black
in.
too.
I give him a big, he's been up since 6 a.m. He's been on the plane. He walks in, I give him a big cuddle. He's like a wet chucks around him. So he's gone into one shirt.
He tried to do 4
gone into
vortexes and
another
he spilled his
shirt.
drink all
He's gone into another shirt, and then he's just spilled. This is the 3rd shirt. Who was giving you eyes at the door then?
Or did she think
Lady
you were
John
waving
Cole.
at her?
Yeah, was I waving?
Your hand was up and she's going, who's this weirdo waving at me?
All right, what are we doing? Randvet.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I'm getting.
I buzzed myself.
I'm getting sticky here.
I think we're going
How
to
many?
Galaxy.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Galaxy,
okay,
surely.
before we do that, we'll throw this in the comments. Over unders, I'm going to say 7.5. How many brand new Tell You shirts does DJC go through this weekend?
Over 4.
I'm that line 7.5. I want to say over.
okay, yeah.
I'm saying over.
I'll take the unders. I think that's a safe bet. Although we're at 2 after 3 hours.
I'm going to throw $20 on overs just so I can actually take 7.
Yeah, 7 shirts and you get the money.
There's Christmas shopping done for the family.
Sam Battalato, love this. Blokes on blokes, so good, mate. If only you saw before we turned the cameras on.
If only you could see the swag.
If anyone's out tonight on the coast, we'll be at the Burley Pav. Mate, you have a partner.
I know.
Do
What's
not,
going
Katie,
on the
he's
top?
Katie will make sure he doesn't go to the Burley
Yeah,
Pav because he's
same
in a
here.
lot of trouble there. We're going to go to the Sporting Globe. The good folks at Robina Sporting Globe are going to have us there. And
All up Sin City.
Can I just make a quick statement?
oh, Heckers is in.
Phoenix Crossland has just ran the ball on the last tackle. He's one of the worst footballers
Heard it here first, boys.
of all time.
It's a hot take.
He's a coast boy too.
Phoenix Crossland.
He's obviously got nude photos of Alex O'Brien
So he stays in the side.
because
His
that
dad
was-
doesn't work at NIB, does he?
No,
Well, no.
I think his dad's McDonald Jones. But what are we doing? Galaxy.
Wait. Just before we
Galaxy,
move on to Galaxy, and we'll move into that straight away. Just while I'm talking about good people, Punt Club came to the fore here because we were in a pickle. We had a lot of people's money, and unfortunately, some people had to miss out because they don't have Ladbrokes accounts or they can't get Ladbrokes accounts or whatever. But we were in quite a pickle. We had all this money and we're ready to kind of go on this. And unfortunately, we lost the bookie that we were doing it with prior. And some compliance issues, and now these guys stepped up and they've been fantastic. So thank you, Punt Club. We'll give you a big shout out tomorrow as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's have a look at the Galaxy. So it's the second last race. The Kia Ora Galaxy Uncommon James is $3.25. Asphora is $7.10. Both those prices at the top with Boom Bet. Remark $7.50. What price you got, Remark?
26.
Ooh. Win. Tick it off in the ledger. You've won.
I ticked it off a month ago. I took 26, it was 15s the next day. Tick.
That's awesome.
Eduardo $10. Maria Mia 11s. Shades of Rose $11. Any chat in the in the about Shades
minimal.
of Rose from
Yeah,
Hilda?
very-
Kept that
very
very quiet, and I
yeah.
think his axing on the weigh-in has something to do with that. He's got big FU.
I'd love Hilda to be a part of it, but he's not there. I'm just going to answer this call from BJ, but kick us off with what bets you've had in this race already, if you've had any.
Yeah, well, the weigh-in listeners would have been on, well, potentially backed Maria Mia. That was one of Blake's horses to follow. So I've had something on her. Gone a little bit cold on her, but she's drawn good. She'll be in the right part of the track. And Remark's probably one of the best results on the day for me. So, boys, DJC, you said you've had about 14 bets and there's 13 in the race.
That's 3 bets.
3.
And
Remark's one of them.
People, the long-time followers of the tips and slips will know the 3 horses. Obviously, Uncommon James, I feel like
Since inception.
I delivered it, really.
Pretty much
when
did,
I was
yeah.
born, I feel like I was there.
You were there
Yeah,
to
it's
catch
off
the
the
fault.
I was there. Remark, another horse that I've got a big opinion on, and I think it is weighted beautifully in this race, 51.5 kilos.
Yep.
Yeah, what's that, a drop of about 8 kilos?
7.5 kilos.
Yeah,
It makes Eduardo better for a 2.5 length margin last start.
7.5 kilos difference. That's massive. And obviously another horse that the punters will know that I've got a very big opinion on, and I think it's may need this run. I think it's going to have a big prep, and that's Shades of Rose. Rachel King sticks.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Rachel King on a Bjorn Baker horse.
Just love Rachel King, don't
Yeah,
we?
I love. She's my
We
favourite.
love Rachel King.
Favorite
too.
female jockey.
So good.
Her partners could probably use some work. Old Hildo.
Don't make fun of his hair. You got to stop making fun of his hair.
His hair's beautiful. I just don't really like his vape flavours. But no, Shades of Rose, Remark, Uncommon James. I've got obviously Remark and Shades of Rose. They're almost both double figure odds. Remark's coming a bit to 750.
Unlike you.
But I'm gonna have some pretty big bets on those 3 in this race. Obviously
Gamble
depending-
responsibly. On
obviously
those
depending-
5. On those 5
Obviously,
horses.
depending on how much money I've got at that stage. But what's your thoughts on Eduardo, boys, in this? Like, it's obviously it's been there, it's done.
Cooked. Eduardo's
gone.
cooked. Time's done.
I tell you what, if he wins the race, it'll go down as one of the all-time sprinting performances on an Australian racetrack, because this horse has got to give at least 5.5 kilos to any other horse in the race. He's going to be on a dry track, which he doesn't like. He's drawn the car park. He's arguably been legless for 6 months. He won first up when they got out to $4, and that was just a bet. But like, if he manages to pull off the unimaginable, so it's an outstanding effort. In saying that, he's no chance.
What
Yeah, I'm with ya.
What about Zoo Style? Nick, the Queensland horse?
Yep, he'll just give us a lovely card across. I think what's he drawn? Barrier 7 or 8?
Barrier 8.
Barrier 8. Remark drawn 9. So
Second up form.
opinion, Remark.
Solid second up form, 3 wins from 6.
Yeah, but a lot of those, my only knock there, and as much as I love my Queensland form, probably those 3 wins probably come in a class 6 at Doomben, not a Group 1 at Rose Hill. That's my knock. He's just,
Whoa.
What's your best roughie? What's your best roughie in the race?
Queensland.
oh well, Remark at $26 was the original bet, so I'll stick with that. But I forget what else is in it. I
What
think
about
I've got-
Andermatt at 17s? Would
No.
that do
It
anything?
depends if they're making ground.
I honestly forget what's in it. I've got Uncommon James in for second, and maybe
As far as they're at 710,
Maria Mee is the other
Remarks,
horse that I've had
750.
something on, so she rounds out my 3. But
Well,
that's-
that's Shades of Rose. I think that'll be very prominent early.
yep,
And then I think and obviously Eduardo will try and be pretty prominent. And then I think it's going to set it up for the, Uncommon James, and especially Remark. If that can, with that weight, if that can, get a bit of room coming into that straight, it's just a big horse, and a bit of time to build up its revs. It's gonna, if that can get a perfect run, it's gonna be very, very hard to beat Remark.
he ran a career PB first up with 62 kilos on his back.
Ridiculous.
He drops 10.5 for that effort. Like, I think if he's 5th or 6th, like I don't think getting a run like in the straight, I don't think that's an issue, because you got 13 of the fastest horses in the country. Like, they'll run along, they'll be strung out like Brown's cows. He's going to be 5th or 6th on the outside, and possibly he might be outside Uncommon James, and he's got 3 kilos less than him. So I don't know if they corner in together. I probably know which one I'd rather be on.
You won't see a race with more tempo
No.
all year. This race has got so much speed. Yeah, I don't
Pat
know.
just asked if you're talking to a Bundy can. He's only just joined the live, but he couldn't find us. Where were you, Pat? Where's Pat, do you reckon? If he's watching this, where do
Right
you
on
think?
me, isn't he?
Sydney
Right on
wide
me?
discounts
Yeah,
right on me.
That's
right
what
on
I
me,
was
yeah.
thinking.
There's the
The
plug.
Victoria
That's the
Road.
place to be. Yeah, absolutely. God, this TV is stunning.
Shout out to Paddy and Mug. They'll be on track tomorrow at
A few of our
And
boys will be there.
Drysy's there. too.
Drysy's
Drysies. So any punters out there, make sure just look for a little board bloke and a bloke with a train hat. If you find them two, you'll find Pat and Mug.
Oh, I can't wait to see what he has to say about you in the comments.
Does anyone give us Flora a
Unsafe.
chance?
Uh,
He meets
He's watching
she
straight.
or he meets.
Pat wrote, I'm watching straight through the glory hole at
Yeah,
Sydney
yeah,
Watch.
yeah,
Just got to know there was one there.
Yeah.
He
There's
meets
everything there.
Uncommon James 2 kilos better at the weights.
Yeah, who's that?
Asphora. I think he, don't know.
She?
Yeah, the mare.
Oh,
I
she.
think she's a bit forgotten in the market.
yeah,
$7,
potentially.
she could pull out, she was gallant in the
Yeah.
defeat against Uncommon James. He was up on the speed. He'll make his own luck, but I think Asphora, if she gets a good run, she'll be strong late.
Maybe just Victorian form. Just maybe.
Yeah, that's a
pen-
good point. Yeah.
she's a good horse.
Yeah.
Second favour for her, 850s into 710.
270 and then $7 is the next.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
He's dominant.
a dominant
dominant
fave with Uncommon James in a race this big.
I tell you what, we
and a
had-
wide race too.
Yeah,
Like,
big race.
but yeah, I'm sticking with Shades of Rose. I think it maps well. I think it's going to trek in off maybe zoo style if we can kind of get in and let it blaze some of that early speed, annoy some of those guys up front, and I could hammer home. Rachel, she knows what to do.
We had a little filly, Mystic Aroma. She was meant to run on a.
Nick actually has it in his contracts. He has to talk about Mystic Roma in every podcast.
Yeah, correct. But
It's fair.
she
Everyone
raced on a Friday night at the Sunshine Coast, and the original favourite at just its second start, thankfully got scratched, was Uncommon James.
Right.
and I would have thought, and in hindsight, I go, you know what, I would have loved to have
Nice to have that against the
raced
form
him
line.
and just
Yeah,
go,
that's
I
awesome.
wonder how far we would have got beaten by. But he went to Doom.
You never know.
I think he went to Doomben and won a listed race the following Saturday instead of going to the maiden at the Sunshine Coast. So I think he probably would have.
The race managers just picking races.
Well done, well done to Matty Hoisted. Grab that chat on Spotify.
I do the opposite of futures. I find them before they've raced and then forget to back them in any.
Oh, you do pasts.
Yeah.
You do like the race pasts, and fair enough.
You go Racing Australia results. Sweet. This horse won a Group 1. I'll coin it as my own.
This one could win at Group 1 again.
Again,
There's another one. Yeah, she's got another one in the
That's
bank.
right.
Chris Hudson said, "Get Woks COCK out."
Sweet.
Chris
Later on.
Hudson. I don't know if
Fairly
you know
bad.
if you guys know Chris Hudson. He's a member, a great supporter.
Does he work for an air conditioning company by any chance?
think
Could he
so.
hook us up?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We need this to hammer, but they have. Chris, what horse did you have in the millions? Shit, I can't remember. My brain's dead after today.
Oh, the one that Mug was going up.
There, yeah. What was that?
Sun
Oh,
Source.
yeah.
Salcombe.
Sun Source.
Sun
That's
Source,
it. They had
yeah,
Sun
Sun
Source.
Source.
But these boys can't. Actually, I don't know if you heard it, but I spoke to you. I spoke about you on the potty that you guys hit the dream, which is every year they do the boys trip up to Magic Moons. They get the house on the water and they just hell for leather.
Sick.
And this year they're coming up and they had a horse in it. Gets bumped to the Thursday. Like, I honestly, after that whole thing, and we had our punters clubs and stuff like that, I thought about him so much. And as a boys' trip, Asphora has good Rocky form.
It'll get
What
lapped
past
in
bets
Rocky.
you had tonight? He came to the Cost Zoo fight, Chris Hudson. Oh, okay. That's just telling us who Chris Hudson is.
Thanks, Pat.
So yeah, I'm really pumped to see. What did you give us one in this race? What?
Yeah, I'm pretty keen on Uncommon James. I think
Yeah.
Asphora is very forgotten in the market.
Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up. We've taken enough of these guys' times. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Get involved.
These tomorrow. Yeah.
Get involved in the Golden Slipper Punters Club tomorrow. We are going to be going. I think what we've got so far is we're going to outlay. We've kind of picked up about 5 races that we're going to have, maybe 2, sometimes a third bet in there where you guys are both going to bet in there for the Punters Club, and then there's a voting bet. But everything else has got $1,000 laid towards it. So then there's quaddies, then there's going to be best bets. We're going to be chasing into Ascot. Who knows?
Never know.
Probably.
Main thing is I just want it to be positive. You know, I don't want anyone on their bag and any tips or
Oh, bro, they just get deleted. Like
we should have backed
they
this,
just
we
get
should
their
have backed
results.
that,
Yeah,
we should have voted.
We got a good community.
You know,
going on.
we don't get that, I don't think.
This is just another little punters club that we're running. It's all for a bit of fun, bit of banter. If we get a collect like last time, which I hope we do, and you know some of the selections that we've already looked at, I think we're in a massive chance to get a decent collect. But you know, let's just all rip in a couple of beers, and you know have a good time.
Yep. I did get a phone call from someone this afternoon too, actually, about potentially a potential bet. It came up in my phone as King of Rocky, and then I realised I was just talking to myself.
Oh, you were
But,
calling yourself
yeah, I was
again.
calling myself again, third time this week. But apparently the King of Rocky has got a special at Rockhampton
Oh,
tomorrow,
okay.
so
We're going north.
we might be going north.
Is there a price that they can take now? What?
There's a price.
Don't you worry about it, mate.
Don't you worry.
Don't you
King
worry
of
about
Rocky
it.
has you sorted.
Oh, okay. Well, let's leave on that one. Pat also has one more question before we leave on Uncommon James. Do his friends call him Uncommon Jim?
Common Jim.
I thought that was funny.
Pretty common
Pat.
now, I think.
Sorry, bro.
He's common
I wish
now.
you were here. Louis here. He's over on the side. You can't see him.
If Pat was here, he'd have his fingers all in my beer at the moment. I reckon.
Cut fingers, you know. He's always getting the cans. Ask Noel Callow about that one. All right, punters. We are really looking forward to tomorrow. We can't wait to see you there. We'll have the live stream going, I think, from about 1 o'clock Queensland time, possibly.
That's good.
Yeah.
About 15:15 Mwanga.
Oh, look,
one.
Walk's filthy.
Oh, okay.
Walk's filthy. Have you got something else in that race?
No, it's just I was telling DJC at the airport. It hasn't won since it got its bloody silks, the blue silks off. Since it's got on the New Haven
since it's
Park.
been-
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mate,
Terrible.
Last start third
The
behind
Aqua Silks
Enemo
are so
in the
much
Group
better.
1.
I tell you
Chipping
what,
Norton. I'm
that's
pretty happy
probably
with
a whole new podcast, a whole new can of worms that we can open. But horses, when they end up in new silks,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Legless Grunt
Yeah.
moved into the Yulong silks, didn't win another race. Tafane got Yulong, didn't
Yep,
win another
good
race.
point.
Away game got Yulong. Recurring factor,
Yes.
Yulong. But Mwanga,
Yeah, I was going to say, what's this new podcast you're talking about where you just pour shit on you long? Yeah, okay.
that's right.
that.
Yeah.
We've literally
Right.
just given away everything that we can do.
Yeah, well, there's the show.
That's the show. But I
Thanks for
reckon we
joining
can come
us.
up with a lot more. But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
that horse at Mwanga in the New Haven Park Silks. They've had some good horses, but he's not doing
No,
it.
I think he's right for tomorrow. I think that third behind Enemo has him in good stead for this race.
Lucky he ran third to Enemo all of last prep.
Yeah. Well, not a bad horse to run behind.
I better end this
That's
live.
right.
before you guys
Something's
have a
got to
blue.
run. Something does have to run third to Enemo every time he wins. But that's right. Benode also ran third to Enemo, I think, and he got lapped in a Caulfield Cup. But that's right.
Oh,
I
We'll
look
just
forward
see
to it.
tomorrow.
I've got him in for second if it means anything.
side note, get yourself fucked.
And on that note, see us.
Yeah, punters, see you tomorrow.
All right, don't say anything 'cause it takes a while for this live to wrap up. But